All right, I'm with Gary Nastase, who just won the award for photojournalism. That's going to be exciting.
Very exciting. I didn't know how big of a deal this was until Louis Brewster and Will Lester both the Inland Valley Daily Bulletin talked to me about this award, told me how big it really was.
Mm-hmm.
So I was fortunate enough to get an image that was worthy of not only being published, but then once it was published to be able to enter it in this the first contest I've ever entered in my life.
Right.
Actually.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
really?
Never entered a photo contest in my life.
Okay, now obviously you're well known as a photographer in drag racing, but an event like this is going to make. Don't you think that's going to make you well known in all types of photography? And that's got to feel good.
No, I'm not looking that far enough ahead, but I guess the opportunities are probably there. Yeah, it's exciting, to say the least.
And the day you took the photo, taking the photo, did you know, did you have a feeling when you took it how magnificent that photo was?
I just go back a little bit. We're at qualifying and just kind of down the top end, shooting side-by-side cars coming to the finish line. And Lysenko was not in the show. It was like the last round of qualifying on Sunday, and he ran. I think the number was a 4:10. He got him in the show, and in watching both cars coming towards me, I could see this car was kind of mixing cylinders up a little bit. So I kind of focused on him and started shooting. And lo and behold, the car just, engine exploded. And I got a really good sequence. And one shot, I felt that I sent an assortment of images to National Dragster.
Okay, just keep going. Just keep going.
To Jerry Foss at National Dragster. And he picked out one that they wanted to publish, and that was the one that I entered, because one of the rules of this contest, the image had to have been published somewhere.
Right.
So, after having the opportunity to enter the contest, that was one of the ones that I entered.
Now, you've known a couple days at least in advance to make sure that you were going to be here. How hard has it been to keep this secretive? Because you work with a lot of great photographers.
Just keep your mouth shut. I told a couple of close friends of mine, but for the most part, nobody really knew. There's one photographer friend of mine here, Rhonda Hogue. She did not know, and she was with us down in testing at West Palm this past week.
Right.
I think she was, let's say, floored when she heard my name and then saw me appear to accept the award. She had no idea. Wow.
Did you happen to let Roger Richards know?
I did not.
You did not?
I did not. Somebody knew, I think, that maybe said something to Bobby that maybe have gotten out a little early today.
Yeah.
Like around noon, so maybe the word got out there, but I don't think it spelled a surprise.
So you're going to get to Pomona very, very shortly, and you're going to have a lot of friends looking at you and saying, how can I do that? Just like you did. How did you even know about that contest? And I thought that was all NASCAR. How did it become, I was in HRA there.
Well, it was reading the rules. It's open to any motorsport. The photo had to have been published, and so I entered mine, and lo and behold, it won.
So now, have you ever photographed a NASCAR race?
I have, several.
Several. Okay. But you're more married to the NHRA as far as...
Yeah, I've been wanting to photograph NHRA since I was in 4th grade. That's all I really ever... I hate to say it now, but not hate to say it, but maybe admit it. It's really, as a kid, it's all I ever wanted to do was, learn how to take pictures like, the Leslie Lovitts, the Steve Reyeses, the John Ashers, Tim Marshalls of the world, Richard Schutz, all these guys that I looked up as I don't want to say a kid because I don't want to make them feel old. I'm not that far behind them, but I looked at these guys' images going through school, and all I ever want to do was be able to take pictures one day, as good as what they've shown in some of the magazines.
And what are you going to tell all those friends about how they can win? Are you going to tell them? I know you're going to enter again next year, so are you going to tell them?
Well, first of all, you have to have something worthy of entering. You have to have something that's published, something that fits the bill, and seems to be a spectacular. The image, I think, the more spectacular the image is, the more chance you have of winning. Judging by what I've seen and what I've seen through the years and what I've heard from comments made and whatnot. These images, after they're published, and if you decide to enter them, go before a panel of judges, I think that probably aren't in our realm of racing, so to speak, and they're judges of quality of the image, so to speak.
So, what do you tell a youngster who says,
don't give up on your dreams? Just always, don't give up. There was plenty of times I could have walked away because not being able to be credentialed and negative things, but it's always up to the person to persevere and keep trying. Never take no for an answer.
There you go. And you also know that everybody can take a picture. To take a photograph.
Yeah, there's a difference.
There's a huge difference. And you have an ability that everybody would love for you to write down. How do I do that ability? And I don't know, and maybe you'll agree with me or not, I don't know that you could tell them how to write it down.
Somebody. No, you can't teach somebody that. You have to be with these things, like the type of images that I've seen and that won is like not. You see it and it's gone. I mean, it's a flash in time, and you have to be ready for it and waiting. And a lot of things, pictures you take that might be nothing, but when that split second happens, it starts to develop before it happens. You have to be ready.
Well, congratulations on winning the award.